Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another video. Um, this is just a quick little video that I wanted to make, just a PSA. I haven't done a PSA in a while, about something that I've been seeing a lot that I find to be a little bit troubling and concerning. As you guys can tell by my title, PSA, police brutality is not torture porn. And the reason why I'm making this video is because a couple days ago, someone hit me up on Instagram asking me what did I think about the shooting in Baltimore. I don't know who's heard and who hasn't heard at this point, but on Monday there was allegedly a shooting that the Baltimore Police Department shot another unarmed black man in the back. So this kind of blew up on social media. Initially, Fox News was reporting that another person had been shot. After about 30 minutes to an hour, they retracted their statements. After about two to 3 hours, they officially retracted. They said, we made a mistake. And there was just like a whole lot of, different versions flying around what happened. Some people say they saw someone get shot. Some people say they saw someone get maced. Some people said they saw someone get shot with a rubber bullet, a wooden pellet. There was just a whole lot of stuff flying around on Monday. And someone asked me on Instagram, what did I think of the Baltimore shooting? I said there hasn't been a confirmed shooting yet, so I don't really have an opinion. I like to form informed opinions, and this is the way that I really do a lot of my videos too. I get an idea, I kind of think about it for a couple days. I don't write scripts, my videos are not scripted, but I do like to have already in mind some of the things that I want to say, and I might write down a couple of points that I want to make sure I hit, but I don't even do that half the time. So this person hit me up 30 minutes after this story hit the internet, and there was just this real, I hate to say excited, but people hit me up with this excited type of tone, almost as if they're salivating, another unarmed black person got shot, let's talk about it, and I find that to be really disturbing and weird. This is not a movie. These are not movies that we're watching unfold. These are people's lives that are being ended or horribly altered. People getting shot by the police is not something that we should be looking forward to. It's not something that we should rush to talk about like it's the newest hot topic, like it's the newest trend. Like I said, this is not torture porn. This is not a movie like Saw or Hostel, where at the end you turn your TV off or you leave the movie theater and you get up and you walk away. These are people's lives, right? These are people's lives. There hasn't been a name released. There hasn't been any type of information released on this person. And there's people that want to have conversations about this and ask me about it or want me to make videos about these types of things. And this has happened. This isn't the first time this happened. This has happened in other situations as well, when there aren't even any details, right? I don't like to make videos about victims of police brutality if I don't have a name, because I feel like naming is very, very important, because too often with the news and with the media, you see these stories and they're reduced to sound bites. They're reduced to just clips. I don't watch clips of people getting shot. I don't watch clips of people getting tased. I feel like it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the human life that was lost. I don't watch people getting beheaded. I don't watch that type of stuff. And Jon Stewart actually talked about this on The Daily Show a couple of weeks ago. With the Walter Scott thing, you have these news outlets that will endlessly loop over and over, this man's final moments, him getting shot 8 times in the back, until it's just background noise, until you're completely desensitized to what you're even watching. We can see people get shot over and over. We circulate images of dead bodies on social media. We really don't value life, and we especially don't value Black life. It's just a talking point. It's a trending topic. It's a hashtag. It's something hot that we can talk about. If 30 minutes have passed since a story has even hit, I'm not gonna have an opinion 9 times out of 10 until I really know what's going on, or at least until I have a name, until I can really sit and formulate my thoughts. Because this is not a game. It's not a movie. These are people's lives. And I just kind of want to put this PSA out there to remind you guys that you know, in these times that we're living in, these are still people. These are not just stories that we're reading about, made up fiction. These are people. These are their lives. They deserve to have a modicum of respect. We deserve to know their names. We deserve to know their information. You know, these are people. These are lives. This is Black life. We should respect it, and I try to respect it. So with that being said, Ghazi is on the ground in Ferguson. I will include, Ferguson. See what I just said? In Baltimore. I will include some of the links to his most recent videos because he is saying that someone got shot and the media is covering it up. And he has some eyewitness testimonials. I'm not there. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. So I don't really have an opinion. The only thing I can say is that if another unarmed Black person was shot and was killed, may they rest in peace. May they rest in power. Hopefully the information will come out soon and we can, you know, figure out what's going on there. And that just means that these cops are fucking bold, that they could even, you know, shoot another person with all the media attention and all the eyes that are on Baltimore right now. But until we know, let's not salivate over stories of police brutality like fucking dogs with a bone. Let's not jump on it like it's a hot, you know, trend or something to talk about. These are people's lives, right? Like, let's relax. So yeah, PSA. Police brutality is not torture porn. So just remember that. All right? Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.